There you go.
Hey. There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's pretty much it. Couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome to What's Up Bolt. I'm Fernando Ramirez. How is everybody doing this evening? Obviously, a big game on Friday. I'm not used to saying Friday. I'm used to saying Friday for Dan's games. I'm not used to saying Friday for the NFL. But Senor Vive Moi, how are you guys doing? Angie, hello. Robert D, hello. Robert D's been the one busting down the door saying, hey, let's go, get it going. So Dan will be here momentarily. He is getting back. Matt, how are you doing? He is getting back from practice. And folks, we have a very, very special guest that's joining us in about 7 minutes. He will be jumping on to talk to us about everything when it comes to the Chargers and Chiefs. So we'll get into a little bit of everything when it comes to this. Obviously, a huge game this Friday, Chargers, Chiefs, big game, rivalry game. Folks, in fact, I was listening to a stat the other day. I know you guys aren't going to like this stat, but this game at home has come down to 7 points in each of the last 6 games, and all 6 of those, the Chargers are 0-6. That's crazy. I thought that was a crazy stat I heard yesterday. So oh wow, Rodrigo, how are you doing from Brazil? Wow, how is that? Do you live in Brazil, or did you travel to the game? Folks, if you guys are joining us from Brazil, let us know if you live in Brazil or if you traveled to the game, and what was that like, because I've heard some good stories, I've heard some weird stories, so let me know how all that is right now. No, Robert D, it is not Gilbert. But hey, Gilbert's our compa. He's our friend, so don't be nice to Gilbert. Obviously, like I said, a huge game. There's a lot of unknowns when it comes to the Chargers. I mean, I was there yesterday at practice up in LA, and the team seemed very loose. They seemed excited to head to Brazil. I heard a couple of guys, and one of them is a very young player. He told me, I was like, oh, what movies have you downloaded? He's like, movies. He's like, yeah, I have like 3 or 4, but I'm going to watch film. He's like, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to watch film. Like, I know how important this game is. I've only been on the team for 1 year, and I really want to beat these guys. And he was very excited about it. And so yeah, we'll see how they do. So they were definitely they were definitely excited. So Robert D, I know what you mean, man. It's cool. I'm just kidding. So yeah, the Chargers seem pretty loose. Folks, by the way, tomorrow I have a big piece. I spoke with Keenan Allen. We jumped on, we talked. Big piece coming out on him tomorrow. You guys aren't going to want to miss this. I got into everything. What were his feelings during Texans Chargers last year in the playoffs? You guys are going to find out. Was Mike Williams, the retirement, the reason why he came back? We'll get into that. I spoke to Coach Rudolph, the offensive line coach of Notre Dame, to ask him about Joe Alt. That'll be coming out on Friday, so make sure you guys, it's either or. I don't know yet, but I think either or. I have written both of them. They're ready to go, so either or are going to come out, but the next 2, it'll definitely be interesting. Keenan on what brought him back to the Chargers, and 2, Joe Alt about moving back to left tackle. What have been some of the challenges? What his what his offensive coordinator or offensive line coach from Notre Dame thought about the way he performed yesterday. So make sure you guys tune into that. So yeah, I'll be dropping both of those articles, and then if you guys care, I know that obviously he left the Chargers, but Puna Ford on why he chose the Rams to sign with the Rams. I have that dropping as well. Spoke to him during the joint practice between the Rams and the Saints. So yeah, a bunch of stuff coming out. Make sure you guys are tuned in and like I said, a big week. I know everybody's very excited about what's going on this week. So all right, without further ado, you guys have been asking for him. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, a person that if after his game, he asked me, Fernando, what happened? And I tell him Chargers beat the Chiefs. He will be one giddy individual, no matter what. Dan and Daygo.
Is the music on? I can't even tell.
What?
Is the music on?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. I guess I couldn't hear it. That's all right. 100%. There's no doubt about it. If the Chargers or when the Chargers win on Friday, obviously, hopefully we win on Friday also, I'm going to be ecstatic doubly. It'll be the best way to head into the weekend. I can't freaking wait. I just hate that the NFL all of a sudden, godless savages trying to play on a Friday. I don't know what's going on with that.
The fans want me to let you know that I have a surprise for you.
No surprises.
No, it's a big surprise. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But what are you most excited to see on Sunday or Friday? What is one aspect of this game that you're like, I need to see this? Like
the wide receivers, 100%. The wide receivers, 0 drop balls. That should be the stat. 0 drop balls by receivers, and it'll be already a vast improvement for last year. I think that's the biggest thing I'm looking at. Obviously, the other thing is offensive line because that's been teetering. But I thought, the receivers were worse last year than the offensive line at times. So, I would go. I mean, obviously, I'm a line guy, but I want to make sure I want to see the receivers not drop a pass. That's the number one thing I'm looking out for.
Because you put out that questionnaire, right?
That's right. Can you catch the football or can you not? Can you not? Fuck off. Go to another team. If you can, competitors welcome.
You've been the loudest one about Keenan Allen, and he spoke. He actually told me about that too. He said I like to see all the fans. Like when Mike got signed, and he's like, and I wanted Mike to have his shine, but when Mike got signed, everybody was like, well, what about Keenan? When is Keenan gonna get signed? He's like, that meant a lot to me, especially because this fan base knows that I rock with them. And again, you guys are gonna read all about it when I drop it, but he was very excited about this opportunity, and he really feels that him and Ladd and all the young receivers are going to be. Oh, by the way,
100%.
there's a really good story about a cornerback he called out right away at the beginning when he first got there. He called him out, and it's not Derwin, so don't go that route. It's a young corner, so yeah, a lot of good stuff there. I hope you guys like it and enjoy it, but that'll be dropping either today, tomorrow, or
everybody check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button.
I spoke to Joe, and here we go.
Step up, bring it. Yes, sir.
Oh wow! We got the heavyweights coming in. Eric, you should have been on yesterday. Your boy was giving you so much love back in the Seahawks. Drinking him some of that Pete Aid. He was having a good time.
I trained him well.
I can tell those 3 or 4 hour car rides are really starting to wear him down. Drinking that Seattle water.
Yep. The brainwashing is working.
Exactly. How are you doing? Are you excited?
I'm excited, man. Tomorrow, first game, and then get to see what the Chargers do in Brazil on Friday, and then the full slate of games on Sunday. We'll be up in SoFi on Sunday and watch the Rams and Texans. So let's go.
That's going to be interesting. It's so crazy. I just hate, again, like, why are we playing on a Friday? What kind of, devil magic is this that we're trying to get off of the Lord's days of football now? Like, this is just
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, but for high school, not for pros, especially not in Brazil.
Yeah.
Eric, what intrigues you the most about this game?
Let's start with the field. Like, I'm really wondering what the field's going to look like.
Yeah.
Because and then that's going to affect what kind of cleats. If you have long enough cleats, or you're going to have molded cleats. I know a lot of guys like wearing molded cleats. They feel faster and it's more comfortable than the screw-ins. So I'm interested in what the footwear is going to be and what the field conditions are going to be like, because I think that could kind of affect what kind of game you have in terms of the faster guys. Obviously it affects them in terms of stops and starts. Obviously the Chargers want to run the football, so maybe they want the field to be jacked up a little bit.
I guess oh, my bad, go ahead, Dan. If you
No, I was just gonna say, well, you're right, because that was a huge story last year. I thought that was like the number one complaint when the Eagles went down there to take on I forgot who, but
the Packers.
And I think the field was the number one complaint. So yeah, you're right. That's why
Jordan Love got hurt on the final play of the game.
That's why I thought it was so smart that they picked this game to start the season against the Chiefs down there, just to get them out of their element. Maybe you can sneak away with one if obviously the ball falls your way and everything else. But that's why I thought it was smart that they picked this game.
Well, we were at the game in Mexico City where the Chargers probably should have won that game. They were marching. They were right in the red zone, and obviously Rivers threw that interception trying to get the ball to Eckler on first down. Where I kind of agree with you. You get the Chiefs kind of out of their element a little bit. You get away from Los Angeles and maybe kind of get a bowl atmosphere, you know? So, yeah, and that's the kind of the second thing. I'm interested to see what the crowd's going to be like and who they're going to be cheering for. How many fans from the different teams are going to travel? Chiefs fans versus Charger fans. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was a big group of Charger fans heading down there as well as Chiefs. So we'll see. Last year it was pretty loud for both teams. So and the Chargers on Tuesday were practicing with soccer crowd noise, not NFL. So I heard. Well, that's what I heard. I heard like chants and all this stuff and vuvuzelas and stuff. So it was
what
pretty
year
loud.
is this? Vuvuzelas are outlawed. My God.
Well, it was pretty loud, the noises that they were using. But according to Jim, they spoke to Eagles people. They've spoken with Packers people. They have Mekhi Becton, obviously, who could tell them what he felt, all that. So we'll see. Eric, Rich Eisen said on his show that in the production meeting that they had with Jim Harbaugh said, we are starting Omarion Hampton at running back, and Najee will get some play here and there. But it's the Omarion Hampton show. Obviously, who knows if Jim Harbaugh's cool with him saying that. Obviously, some of these guys have their own show. If you say it, that's basically out there. But what do you think about that? I mean, basically, let the kid. They're doing exactly what I remember you told me when we were on our way to Oxnard. Just let the kid go. Just let him go and see what he has.
Yeah, let him eat. I mean, he's young, first round pick. That's what you do, right? Give him the ball as much as you can. Ride him till the tread falls off. I mean, that's why you drafted him in the first round is to give him 20, 25 carries. He's built for it. He can handle the load. And I feel like, Najee, if he's able to play, is more of your complimentary back to spell him. Unless he kind of gets out there and, the moment's too big for him and he freezes up and he puts the ball on the ground for a couple of times, then, you have to rethink things. But I don't see that happening.
You're trying to put bad jujus out there, huh? You and Hilberto trying to make sure keep the Chiefs on top for whatever weirdo reason you guys got over there.
It has been 7 straight. I mean, it's been a minute since the Chargers have gotten a victory. 8 of the last 10. It's not a good look. I mean, I think that's why they're playing in Brazil, right?
So that's what happens at the National Writers Meeting. You guys just talk about how great they are and pull up. Oh, use these stats to put it out there to the little people. Use all these stats. That's pretty.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes has won 82% of his games in the month of September, which is the most in the Super Bowl era, except for Roger Staubach. So there's another number that is not in favor of the Bolts. But here's a number that is in favor of the Bolts. Harbaugh 5-0 in season opening games. Let's see if he can keep that streak going.
That's great. I'm sure it'll break all of your little hearts if he doesn't. If he does, so it's going to be interesting. Like I was telling Farrell, you'll like this. What I was telling him, I'm looking out for is zero drop passes. That to me is the biggest stat. Like that they have to improve on from last year. Zero drop passes. If someone drops the pass, they should just might as well leave them in the favelas to figure out how to get home. So
You know how you avoid drop passes, Daniel?
how?
Run the football.
Well, that's true too. There you go. Play the game like God intended with the men who matter. The guys up
3
front.
yards in a cloud of dust.
That's all it is. That's what people don't understand. Like everyone forgets that the Patriots were at their best when they would bleed you like 15 plays, 5 yards, 3 yards. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to get chunk plays. Like they help. It's great, but high percentage throws, man. I don't know. All these computers really just boggles my mind.
I saw in one of the
Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the ball away from him. Yeah. But you know what's funny? I'm not even that worried because you know why? His greatest weapon is going to be distracted the whole time. So who wept at the meeting when he proposed?
No comment.
Okay. Don't worry. I haven't even asked you Fox News personnel yet. So or Fox Sports. My bad. Fox Sports.
Yeah, Fox Sports. Get it right.
Yeah, not Fox News. No one have a stroke. He works for Fox Sports. I got those mixed up.
Eric, I know, and I mean, you've covered the team since 2013. You and I have both been there for a long time. In years past, Rashawn Slater goes down. You're like, okay, this is basically kind of a throwaway year in a sense because they're not going to be able to get this back. But it seems like with this coaching staff, you give them the benefit of the doubt, and you're like, well, you're going to have to figure. Like every Super Bowl team has adversity in some way, somehow. They're going to have to face it. They're going to have to overcome something. I mean, yeah, this is one of the biggest adversities, missing your left tackle, but you replace him with potentially an all-pro left tackle, a potential all-pro left tackle in Joe Alt. Just I know people are uneasy about this offensive line, but do you kind of feel like people should be a little bit more not relaxed, but like should be a little bit more positive about the offensive line going into the season?
Yeah, I mean, injuries happen, so you have to adjust as a football team. Instead of 4 first-round picks, you have 3 first-round picks on your offensive line. That's still a lot of talent that's up front that should be able to go out there and get the job done. Joe Alt is probably more natural of a left tackle than he is right tackle. So I don't think you're going to have any concerns there. Trey's played right tackle and has played winning football at that position. I think where you're uneasy is if you continue to have more injuries and more guys have to kind of step up and start filling those holes. That's where you start to have concerns. But I think, it happens early in the season. It happened early enough that you could adjust, and Alt has been able to get a lot of reps, and the group has been able to get a lot of reps together. And so I think you have to feel, reasonably comfortable with the chemistry that's been built over the last couple of weeks that they've been able to play together.
Dan, any thoughts on the offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, it's like Eric said, there's no such thing as a perfect season, right? So, again, in years past when children were at the wheel, I would have been a little bit nervous. But it's like, again, in my opinion, he got 11 wins last year with a worse roster. So I'm expecting at least 11 wins this year with a better roster that's more of his style of player. So there's going to be no excuses. I think the biggest thing really, and this is what I got pissed about last year, Greg Roman, do you know your personnel, right? Like, if you don't have great offensive linemen, do not pack the box, for God's sake. That doesn't do anything. That almost does the opposite, right? Spread them out. Run the football inside. Don't do any of your, beautiful Madden plays where you have Herbert run a quarterback sweep or whatever, like he's Josh Allen or the running backs in the NFL. Like, he's not them. My quarterback needs to sling the rock, right? He can run from the pocket and escape because he's an athlete, but I don't want him taking that type of punishment, right? He already won't take off the leg sleeve at night with Madison Beer, so we need to make sure he's good to go in all facets of the game. So,
Daniel, how cool would it be though to see quarterback power on Friday?
Zero. No, zero. I would have
Come
a
on.
stroke. I would have a stroke. No
Just sit
quarterback
there and
power.
run it up in there, run it like 8 to 10 times, and just
That's
gash
what I have
them.
Omarion Hampton for. Just run regular power. I don't need quarterback power.
Well, when you get the quarterback, you got an extra body now.
No. Then do RPOs, do zone reads, do something else. My God. You know what I'd rather have him do? What Peyton Manning did that 1 year to the Cowboys. He faked the play act, or he faked the sweep or whatever,
I
and he
remember
just
that.
ran naked all the way into the end
Yeah.
zone.
Would you have a stroke if Trey Lance came out for a wildcat play?
Ooh, I like that.
I'd be a little bit less nervous. I mean, if he gets beat up, as long as he doesn't fumble the football, we're good. So, no
Yeah.
offense. I mean, being realistic. Like I would assume that's what they brought him in for. I saw some of his runs in preseason. I was like, okay, we're cooking with some gasoline. Maybe put him at running back also and see what he can do. So
Get him
You don't
out there
want
with
to throw in the ball.
some Taysom Hill action.
that's what's funny, and that's the part that always tripped me out about Easton Stick. I don't know why they didn't use him as like Taysom Hill. The guy was fast. He was uncatchable half the time. Like you could tell he couldn't throw, but
Got some juice.
yeah.
But
exactly.
you're not letting Trey Lance throw a pass.
Not really, no. I mean, everybody was all hyped up over the Detroit game, but I mean, come on, let's remember. I mean, no offense to anybody. I understand I never made it to college football, let alone the NFL. But I mean, it's still like preseason and everything else. And then you saw him kind of get, progressively worse. So, no, I don't really want him throwing the football.
Eric, obviously a big piece of this game is Rashee Rice he's not suiting up. He got suspended for the first 6 games of the season. The Chiefs' first 6 games are very tough. There was rumors that they were I think the NFL did this to see what the temperature was in the room. They said, we're going to suspend him for this decision might come 5 or 6 weeks into the season. And everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, suspend him now. Like, what's his name? Jordan Addison already got suspended. So they suspended Rashee Rice. So obviously you still have track stars at receiver with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. They have Juju, Travis Kelce. What are your thoughts on the receivers that they have? I was telling Gilbert that my only concern with them is I feel like they're going back to before 2023 when they had the 2-peat, but they're trying to go back to speed, down the field passing, and that's kind of what hurt them against the Bengals, and that's what hurt them against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is that their guys were trying to hit home runs. And while that's cool and everything, at one point teams start figuring that out. And I thought in the 2 years that they won the Super Bowl, they were more of dink and dunk, controlling the clock, moving the ball effectively with 10 to 15-yard passes, check downs, all that. Do you feel like the Chiefs are kind of trying to go back to that throwing down the field and all that, or what's your thoughts on their offense going into this year?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they would like to create more explosive plays down the field. That's why they went out and got Hollywood Brown. That's why they drafted Xavier Worthy. They want those guys to be able to stretch the field vertically, and then Travis Kelce can kind of work the middle underneath with those guys, pushing the top off the defense. I think they'll probably take at least a shot a quarter to see if they can connect to loosen the Chargers defense up. And that's why I feel like it's going to be critical that the Chargers front four show up and get after Mahomes and be able to create some pressure. And that's really the matchup that I'm going to be looking at, is this rookie that they got in the first round. I believe it's Josh Simmons at left tackle. And, are they going to line Khalil on that side? Is it going to be Tuli? Are they going to do some twists, stunts, pressures, simulated pressures? How are they going to be able to heat up the pass rush to make Mahomes uncomfortable so he can't take those deep shots and connect? We obviously saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Philadelphia was so successful because they were able to get home, with 4 rushers and get consistent pressure and really make Mahomes uncomfortable. Their offensive line, in terms of the talent level that there appears to be better. But this is the first time that you're going to see all 5 of those guys together playing. And, regular season is different than preseason. So I want to see what it looks like and see if they're actually going to be able to protect Mahomes so he can do what he does.
That excites him. Do what he does. That excites him and everybody else. Who's calling the game? That's the real question.
Oh, Carl Sheffers. Chiefs fans came out and they put out that they're on Twitter that they're not happy about this because usually when Sheffers calls games, he calls the game pretty much.
I don't even know who that is. Who's
down
this?
hold on, let me show you a picture of him. You're gonna know
Are you,
him.
are you talking about officials or broadcasting?
I thought he was talking about officials.
No, broadcasting.
I think it's Kurt Warner and
Rich. I thought you meant who the ref was. I was saying.
Oh no.
No,
it's this guy.
It's Rich Eisen. It's Rich Eisen. Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. Can't remember what the third one was.
Omar Ruiz, I think, is the report.
Hopefully there's no cheerleaders in the booth at least, and then they'll have less voodoo magic over there. No, but like, it's funny because 100%, Eric, I think you're on point in the sense of trying to stretch the field and everything else. But like, this is kind of like been my whole thing where it's like, that's not, in my opinion, trying to take off the hat for a little bit in the Homer glasses, like you say. They're successful when they're dinking and dunking and controlling the ball, and they're successful when Mahomes is moving outside the pocket, right? And having these off-schedule throws. Like, for me, I mean, again, I'm not some wizard. I don't know everything. I don't even know how to work Google Classroom or whatever yet completely, but you know what I mean? Like, you keep Mahomes in the pocket. And
keep that to yourself, Daniel.
Oh, I know, but it's okay. We're working through it, right? I was used to Canvas, but whatever. Right? You keep Mahomes in the pocket and you force him to throw from there on schedule. I think that's where he's at his weakest, and I think the Eagles proved that for the most part. They didn't really let him get out of there. And with them trying to get these home run hitters, I don't think, that's where they succeed. Because, again, if he's trying to stretch the field and they're going 15, 20, 30 yards downfield, A, will he have enough time to get there, hitch up, and let it rip? And B, like, what happens if he escapes the pocket and everything underneath is covered? Then he's really out of options, and I don't think that's going to bode well for him. So, like, again, I don't think they're trying to play to their strengths. I think they want that because they were trying to get that magic or that danger like they had with Tyreek Hill. But I mean, really, you have an older Kelce, a distracted Kelce, in my opinion. Hopefully, God willing. And then you have everybody else who's kind of wild cards. Like, is this guy going to show up? Like, no offense to anybody, but Juju tic-tacking Schuster does not really scare me at wide receiver. Neither does, Xavier Worthy showed up in the Super Bowl, but I mean, it was kind of late in the game and guys were subbed out. But like, they're solid guys. But I mean, like, are those guys who are going to get like, let's just say 5+ catches, 8+ catches? You know what I mean? Move the chain. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I know Andy Reid's a genius. I mean, that's the only person I respect over there, really. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see.
And who's gonna be covering Travis?
Oh, it better be freaking my dog, Derwin James. Mm-hmm. I hope he lays him out again and he just ends the season. I would love to see that.
Dan, speaking of the way NFL
early,
the way this is NFL Network game preview picks, Dan.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Oh, I knew I loved Colleen Wolfe for a reason. Oh yeah, I like that. I like
a lot of red. A lot of red.
Like that's all right. That's all right. They're all losers and they're wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's talk about this, guys. Is this a must-win game for the Chargers?
Yeah.
Do they need to win this game to prove that they can beat these guys?
I love that Eric took this over and he said, "Watch." I'm going to ask the questions now. I love that. I do because I think this sets the tone. You have 3 divisional games. You play the Raiders after in Vegas, and that could be on paper, the Chargers should win that game.
Stop drinking that Kool-Aid.
No, but there is a factor when it comes to Pete Carroll. Adam even said it. The offense is very good, but that defense is a little weary, but they could definitely get God, especially after a long trip back. You kind of have a couple extra days because you're not playing. You're playing Friday, and then you're not playing again until Monday at 7 p.m. So that's a long time. And then you play Denver here, and then you go to New York where you're going to face a great pass rush, and then you come back to play Washington. So though I think the Chiefs game sets the tone for these guys. And if they can come back from Brazil feeling good, feeling like, hey, you know what, we just beat the reigning AFC champions, this could be something that we can do moving forward. So I think, especially if you want to slay, if you feel like you're the team, like the Bills have had multiple chances, they haven't slayed the dragon. If you're the Baltimore Ravens have had chances, a lot of teams have had chances. You still haven't gotten that chance in the playoffs yet because obviously you haven't made it and you haven't faced them. But I think this would be a positive step for them if they're able to beat them and start off the season 1-0, because I think this division we all know is going to be tight. At the end of it, if the Chargers can start the season 2-1 with 2-1 in the division or 3-0, that's huge moving forward in the division if they're able to start like that. But I do think this is I know must wins don't happen in September, but I do think that this is a must win for them to start the season.
Yeah, that's what I was
you buying
saying.
it?
No, I'm not buying into that. It's a long season. It's 18 games. It's 20 games. It's whatever the hell, however many at this point games. I agree with you. Would it be great to start 1-0? 100%. But is it going to make or break? No, I'm sorry. It's not. Again, I think the biggest positive you can get out of that game is A, do you keep it tight? B, no drop passes. Are you moving the football? Are you stopping them or getting off the field, right? So I think
Come out of it healthy.
Oh, coming out of it healthy, yeah, 100%, right? We have our own little problem like that also. So, that to me is the biggest issue. Like, do I want them to win? 100%. You bet your ass I do. Do I think it's a make or break? No, because it's September, right? It's barely week 1. And
he didn't say must break, win, make or break. He said, "Is this a must win?"
Must win. Well, no shit, must win because it's in the division, and it'd be great to trade off because I'm gonna sweep the other two. But again, I don't think it's do or die. So, like I said, it's a long season. They just have to get out of it healthy, and more than anything, see who's going to be dependable. They're going to have to do that pretty quick. Because Omarion Hampton didn't play a lot of preseason. If he did, I didn't watch a lot of it, but
no, he only had 3 carries.
Yeah, so exactly. So that's going to be interesting to see him finally get game speed and getting multiple touches and everything else. That's going to be something to monitor. Again, yeah, you win the game. I think that's a great start to your season. And I think that's why they picked this game to be in Brazil. Because, they've had a couple hiccups on season openers, the Chiefs have. I think they lost last year or the year before to the Lions on a season opener also late in the game. So, you know what I mean? It might be the perfect storm brewing. I don't know what you think, Eric, but I don't think it's like if I want a must win an Arrowhead because you're gonna have to travel there. So I'd rather that one be a must win. But
yeah, I don't think you have must wins early in the year. I agree with you. I think it's a critical game.
Yeah,
I think if you want to win the division and finally unseat them, you have to win one of these games at some point to show that you can beat this team. They haven't won the division since 2009. Everybody knows that stat. It's an embarrassing stat, to be honest. So I don't. At some point, you have to show that you're good enough to beat this team. So I think it's an important game for them, but I agree it's not a must win.
Yeah, and It's funny. I used to say that, and I'd say, we've seen 2 teams reload and win Super Bowls during a certain tenure, and I was called an asshole. So that was kind of interesting.
Last few things, Eric. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. Dan, were you watching the Pat McAfee show yesterday?
No, I was not. Do you have the clip?
There is a clip. Joe Montana's asked, who would you want to start an NFL franchise with that
quarterback? I did see this. I saw the tweet.
Pick the top 3 quarterbacks.
The guy that surprised me that I thought would, obviously, Joe Burrow's another guy I like a lot. Okay. And believe it or not, I like the guy with the Chargers. Justin Herbert. I think they've kind of gone by the wayside there, but I don't know. I just like the way those 3 guys are.
Who is it? The other one? Joe Burrow, Justin, and who was the other one?
Josh Allen and Brock Purdy, I think.
I'm sure someone will assassinate him later for not saying Patrick Mahomes 1, 2, and 3. So,
well,
I'm sure
if you let the clip continue to run, I believe he did mention Mahomes.
He does.
Yeah, that's because someone got in his ear. He's like, "You want to still be at NFL Network from time to time? You better say what we're telling you, old man." They're like that SpongeBob clip. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? So, I mean, game respects game, right? I mean, then he sees, Joe married some Hollywood starlet, so I think he did some actress or something. So,
and then
Justin Herbert headed down that path. You know what I'm saying?
Last two things before we give our predictions, and then obviously head out of here. Eric, thank you so much for jumping on.
Okay.
LeBron James was asked who are some of the guys he's looking forward to watching this year, and look what he says, Dan.
The receiver that was a rookie last year from the Chargers.
Fuck off. Get this guy off the screen. I don't want to see this.
Let's
I don't care.
McConkey.
Let's go.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I hate that guy's guts. I don't care. Him and his stupid, supposed school and all this other crap.
Okay,
I don't care. For
okay.
I don't care for it. He ruined basketball single-handedly. I can't even watch the sport anymore.
And you don't even like basketball.
It's
You'd rather watch soccer.
I would. Soccer's way better. Basketball. I used to love basketball.
Dan, I
you call yourself an American.
I am. Damn it.
I didn't want to wait until Tuesday for this, but Gilbert posted his preseason. You guys are terrible. See, that's why we can't have nice things. They posted their favorite his road to the Super Bowl, Dan, and look what he has.
Whose road to the Super Bowl?
Gilberto Manzano from SI.
Oh, I saw that. Just trying to curse the. Has Detroit not? Oh my God! What a scumbag! Losing to the Chiefs on the road in the playoffs. Are you kidding me? No thanks. I don't subscribe.
Look who he has winning in this one.
What a loser! He has them beating the Texans on the road. How many
Broncos
AFC
country?
West?
Let's ride.
Yeah, Bronco country. Let's ride. Oh, but he has my Patties making it. So there you go. This is so bad, dude. Nope.
Lions Super Bowl champs. I like it.
Hey, look who he has winning the division over here, Eric.
Cardinals, number 4 seed. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. He's high on them.
He's been wanting to put that out there.
We'll have to have you come back when he alters this like 8 times throughout the year.
He has the Panthers winning making a wild card too, Eric.
He takes some chances. That's good.
There you go. There you go. You got to keep it spicy. Got to keep it
That's
spicy.
Right. That's right. What the kids say.
Losing to Buffalo.
Oh, the Eagles are going to lose in the Super Bowl? I doubt that, especially not to Buffalo. I don't know if where's the I was going to say, never mind. I'm not going to make a joke of who McDermott is a fan of.
And then they're saying that Najee Harris
can't say it.
Najee Harris he's a cyborg now. Look at him, Dan.
Oh, that would make me so happy. That would make me so happy. Like a cyborg, yeah, like you said. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Sign me up for that. Just
Eric, who do you have on Friday?
Ooh, who do I have winning?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Chargers 24, Chiefs 21.
Wow.
All right, good. So there we go. If we when we win on Friday, I'm gonna give Gilberto so much shit that you're good luck and his bad luck. So.
And I already picked the Chargers to win the AFC West. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because you love me, Eric. That guy doesn't love me. He doesn't care about me. He wants me to stay in the shit house and the doghouse, like not have any moment of happiness or joy with these people. So.
I'm here for you.
I appreciate you, sir. We still have to get
here the day that he said that.
I
know. I've been busy lately. There's been a lot of stuff.
He's been wanting to get together with you. He's like, hey, I need to get on the show where Dan is. He's like, Gilbert's okay and Vic is great and everything, but I want Dan in here.
Yeah.
I know you have low energy Gilberto over there all the time. You see, he started copying my virtual background, by the way, but his is so lame. Like we gotta get him something better. It's a supposed living room. I don't know how much I buy that.
Yeah, he's flossing. I like it.
Oh my God,
Dan, what you got this weekend?
Give me the Chargers. I think it's going to be the perfect shitstorm, and the Chiefs are going to come out still drunk.
Score?
I like what you said, 21, or I'll take 17-10 or something like that.
Low scoring, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would go with, yeah.
I'll go low scoring as well. I will go the other way, though, 23-20 Chiefs.
That's because you're a scumbag. You're a scumbag.
Hey, Fernando's keeping it 100.
Look,
I know.
I'll tell you one thing. I am interested to see what the receiver, like, to me, the X factor this weekend, and he's going to hate me saying this. I think Quentin Johnston's going to be the X factor.
Let's go.
If Quentin can get going, and I understand fans aren't like everybody is KLS, Trey Harris, what's his name? Keenan Allen, Lad McConkey. They're all going to be good, but I think Quentin is going to get lost in the sauce a little bit, and I think he's going to be able to do something this weekend. I'm telling you, with the number of receivers that they now have. By the way, do you think they dress all 6 of them, Eric?
No.
Who do you think?
5.
5. Who do you think it is, KLS or Trey? I think they're going to go KLS, and Trey's the one that might.
We'll see. Might be a surprise.
Watch them say QJ.
You know what? They could. Well, no, Darius Davis, they love him, so I could. No,
and he's
I
a
think
returner.
Quentin's going to play.
I'm for whoever catches the damn football when it's thrown to him. That's who I'm for. So
we'll see. It should be interesting to see.
Who's your X factor, Eric?
Man, that's a good question. My X factor's Mack.
Ooh,
Mack's got to wreck the game.
Yeah, no, I agree. He had 2 sacks in the playoff game. Joey had 1 as well. So they were wrecking CJ in the first quarter and a half until that 1 3rd and 17 completion that they had. Dan, your X factor?
I'm going to go the guy playing across from him. I think Tuli or Bud Dupree is going to really have to show up in this game to really make an impact, because this was my biggest worry about them going just the way it is, because Khalil Mack is getting up there in age and he can't do it by himself. So he needs one of those guys to show up with him. So that's what I'm going with.
All right. You guys have heard it here first. I told you guys I had a big surprise for Dan. It was Eric E. Williams. Appreciate you guys. Guys, do not forget to check out Eric's stuff on Twitter at @EricD _ Williams. Again, sorry, I messed that all up. Eric _ Williams. Make sure you guys check that out. And folks, don't forget, I have a bunch of stuff coming out. I talked to Keenan Allen. I talked to Joe Walt. Should have that stuff coming out. And also spoke to Puna Ford a couple of weeks ago before to talk about free agency and everything and why he chose the LA Rams. So a lot of good stuff coming out. Make sure you guys check that out. If anybody is asking, I know some people don't have social media. Go to foxsports.com to find all of Eric's stuff under the NFL tab. For other people that don't have it, go to the Sporting Tribune, go to the Chargers tab, and you'll find my stuff there. Again, appreciate you guys so much. The NFL season is back. Chargers Chiefs Friday from Sao Paulo at 5 p.m. So, yeah. We're back, ready to go. And don't forget, we're back Monday for Lunas Live. Gilbert and I will break down whatever happened over the weekend. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, thank you guys so much. Thank you to Eric. Thank you to Dan. Dan, why don't you get us out of here?
Be a compa, tell a compa, smash the like button. Everybody, why don't we play Eric's outro music? That way we all get hyped because we had the big boss man. World's strongest man on this program. So shout out